EDC 105-150 Screencast assignment. So my name is Ashley Crowder and I'm a freshman at Alma College. My major is special and secondary education with a minor in English. That is also a picture of my dog Blue. Decided to add it because he's my whole world. A criterion reference test is a style of a test which uses test scores to generate a statement about the behavior that can be expected of a person with that score. Most tests and quizzes that are written by school teachers can be considered criterion reference tests. In this case, the objective is simply to see whether a student has learned the material. Criterion reference assessments can be contrasted with normal reference assessment and the impassive assessment. Formative assessment is a range of formal and informal assessment procedures conducted by the teachers during the learning process in order to modify teaching and learning activities to improve student attainment. It typically involves qualitative feedback rather than scores, allowing students and teachers focusing on the detail of content and performance. It is commonly contrasted with summative assessment, which seeks to monitor educational outcomes, often for purposes of external accountability. Summative assessment refers to the assessment of participants where the focus on the outcome of a program. Summative assessments is widely taught in educational programs in the United States. The goal of summative assessment is to evaluate student learning at the end of an instructional unit by comparing it against some standard or benchmark. Multiple measures span all of the instruments and sources used to gather information for the purpose of making an informed educational decision. Decision might be low stakes, such as whether more instructional time is needed for the current topic, or other decisions might be higher stakes, such as inclusion in special programs or courses. Multiple measures should certainly be used when making high-stakes decisions that impact someone's life, such as college admissions or teacher tenure. The Brugance test is a system developed to help special educators determine a student's present level of academic achievement and functional performance, administer targeted ongoing assessment, measure progress, and plan instruction. The Brugance math test specifically covers math and determining how far they can go, and the answers that are correct and incorrect determines the grade level. One of the students I worked with is in second grade, and so I decided to do a math test on him. The results I got was that he was a grade behind, so he's in first grade level for math. This makes sense because I already knew that he was a grade level behind in general. And then I also have the other scores on here showing second, third, and fourth grade, and he didn't get any others right on the other one, so I left it as just those 4 grades. The results I got on my student was helpful for me because it gave me an idea how to make an adjusted curriculum for the student based on his grade level that he scored at. It may indicate that he may need someone to read the questions to him or to have more time on tests and quizzes in the future. An example of a lesson that shows individualized instruction could be me reading the test questions to my student as he goes along so he can hear the questions out loud. Also, I could make it so that he has more time on the tests or quizzes. Some things that I have learned from the assessments, Brugance, and being in the classroom that each student is different and all kids can learn. It takes certain protocols to adjust for the student who needs it. Helping the student in the classroom throughout my placement has really pushed me more and more towards special education. I cannot wait for the next years to come to start my career. From the research I did, I found some strategies for teaching a student with math-related learning disabilities. Avoid memory overload, so assign manageable amounts of work as skills are learned. Build retention by providing review within a day or two of the initial learning of the difficult skills. Provide supervised practice to prevent students from practicing misconceptions and missed rules. Helping students to visualize math problems by drawing and use visual and auditory examples. Thank you for listening and watching my screencast.